looks like I am. Okay, so let's get started here. Let's see, get myself, yep, they're showing up. Okay, so what we are going to work on is a block. And I know some of you might be saying, wow, how can you make a circle into a block? Well, a circle does qualify as a block. So I am going to use that word from now on. We're going to do a chain of 6 right here like this. And then I'm going to work 12 double crochet through the center. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now I will join with the first stitch right here. We're going to join with this first stitch right in there like that. Okay, so okay, now I need to go peek at my pattern that I made here. Okay, let me view my channel. Okay. Okay. So what did I do here? Okay, so what I did was I worked 1, 2, 3, 4, and then did I do a slip stitch or single crochet? Now I don't remember. I should have written the pattern down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a single crochet. That's number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a single crochet. We should end up with 12 loops. That's what I'm shooting for. 1, 2, 3, 4, shooting for 12 loops here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, and then single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you for joining me. If you're new here, please subscribe. And okay, so let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now we've got one more to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you so much for the angels and the hearts. I appreciate that very much. Okay, now we're joining in the first stitch. Okay, so this is what I've got here. I've got like a tiny little thing here. Let me get a little sip of my evening hot beverage is what I've got. Okay, so now we're going to work a series of 3 double crochet in each chain. There's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to do this all the way around. I don't think I worked, now I don't remember. I didn't write my pattern down. I just have it memorized in my brain, and now I'm looking at my pattern that I have on my image that I took. So I'm doing 3 double crochet in each chain around. We're on our third round. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to have some hearts in here too, and that's the cool part here about this. Okay, so who came in here? So 2 time. You're trying to learn. Okay. 1, 2, 3. How far advanced are you, 2 time? Did I... this is going to work because I think that I had it kind of full with the other one that I was doing. The one and only Oakley, Annie Oakley. Annie. When you say Oakley, it reminds me of Annie Oakley. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you're not. Yeah, it really, it doesn't matter how skilled you are. Just do what you can do, and you know, it doesn't, you don't have to be skilled. 1. And if it's not, you know, I get the whole thing that a lot of people may not be interested. Oh, I'm hanging in here right here tonight. I just decided it would be kind of fun to do another later in the evening video, and this one's working out a little. Maybe this one's going to be better than my other one. Sometimes that happens. Okay, so I'm working on my last set here. Thank you so much for subscribing. Okay, so now I'm going to join here in this first. Well, actually what I'm going to do, I think that I did make spaces between, but this next round that I do is, yeah, I think I did, because this one's a little bit curving up, but it's still going to work here flat. The one and only Oakley and 2 time is in here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, how did I do this? Okay, I know how I did it. I don't think I need to go in there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a series of chain 2s all the way around. And so I'm going to work, did I do a slip stitch? I think I did single crochet. So I'm going to do a chain 2 and then single crochet in the third, it's not the third, it's the second double crochet, then chain 2, and then single crochet in the same stitch. Yeah, I think, pretty sure this is what I did. Now chain 2, and then single crochet between, chain 2, and then single crochet in the top stitch, chain 2, single crochet in the same, chain 2, single crochet between, chain 2, single crochet in the center double crochet, chain 2, single crochet in the same stitch, chain 2. Now we do have some little lumps here, and that's what we want, is the little lumps there. Okay, so I'm going to work a single crochet between, chain 2, and single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Now I want to keep this tighter for a purpose, because the next round after this is kind of fun. It's always fun when I can make something pretty kind of look like what I'm wanting it to look like. So I was kind of excited yesterday when I worked it out and it actually worked. So I hope it's something that'll be fun, that inspires other people to do some things and related to crochet, or you know, even drawing too. I mean, I've been doing a lot of drawing because what I'm doing is I'm doing verticals. So I'm doing verticals on my same channel. And so that's kind of the thing of reinventing myself, is doing verticals. And when I say verticals, it's not just recording in a vertical. I'm utilizing other trends is what I'm doing. Okay, so add a Q&A sticker. Do you want to read, do I want to read minds? Add a Q&A sticker. Do I want to read minds? Huh? Why did that pop up and then it disappeared? Is someone being a smarty pants or something? What an odd thing to pop up. And it didn't come up on the screen on the computer. It just came up to me on my phone. That is weird. It's like someone is being a smarty pants here beyond do I want to read minds? I can't read minds. They're AI. I mean, yeah, maybe you can to varying degrees, but you're being kind of a smarty pants there, AI. I know I can't read minds, for crying out loud. Why would you pop that up there? I can't even add a Q&A sticker on here either. Let's see here. Can I add it? No, I don't have the means to add a sticker on there. If I did, I would add a sticker. I'm going to have to make that suggestion to Google, though, and see if they will add a sticker on there, because I would add a sticker on my chat here. Because I think a sticker, I would like that better than the Q&A poll. I would like the sticker better, especially if I can draw a man in a Speedo. If I can get a man in a Speedo on a sticker, I'm golden. If I can custom make my own man and he comes to life and he loves me so much. That's the ridiculous part that makes it so funny. He just loves me and he wants to do everything for me. And he wants to take care of me for the rest of my life. That's the ridiculous notion, but it's still funny though. For some odd reason, do you ever make something, then when you try to make it again, it's just not anything close to the original? Absolutely. Yeah, that has happened. That has happened before, that I have tried to make things and then it's not close to the original. That has actually happened from magazines. That's happened from magazines, and that's kind of, for me, that's frustrating, you know. But the magazines, for a long time, that was all we had, was the magazines. And so I learned the hardest way, like most people learned from my generation and even beyond that. Okay, so this part is complete. So I have one, two, three, 4 rounds right now. And that's really pretty right there by itself. Yeah, it is sad when that happens. So the magazines, it took me a long time. I was like in my 30s before I learned. I was reading through the magazines and I realized it's like, oh gosh, this is United Kingdom instructions that I've got in the United States. And then I realized that there's a lot of magazine authors in the United States who are writing in these books trying to use United Kingdom crochet stitches and American crochet stitches. And then no wonder we end up with a big mess. And the written instructions in a lot of the magazines, I did find value in the magazines, but I had to kind of reinvent the whole pattern myself. And then sometimes if I bought that magazine a couple magazines later, then there would be a thing. It's like, well, this is the part for the pattern that's right. We had to retest it again and figure out that it wasn't working right. And so the UK and the US, whenever I think of UK, my brain, well, I well, Germany even has, well, that's why I like the charts. And so I actually learned further crochet when I lived in Europe, when I lived in Germany, and they had chart patterns. I should continue on with my with my stitch here so I do it here. Okay, so, okay, how did I do this? I think that what I did was, I want to make sure I do this right. Okay, I think I did. Okay, now I do a single crochet, chain one, and then I'm going to do triple crochet. I hope I do this right and that it looks right. It's kind of like the popcorn stitch. Now I'm going to work 4 triple crochet. But yeah, I get that. It is very disappointing when, you know, and a lot of people have been saying that with the PDF patterns too. I always like to write my patterns out in a chart. And actually, I found I can do them in pencil a lot faster. So now this part, I'm going to work a slip stitch down here. Just a slip stitch like that. So do you see that? We've got the first part of our heart made right there. And so I'm going to, did I do a chain one? I don't think I did. Okay, so I'm going to just continue on with my triple crochet. And so this kind of, we have to do some gymnastics here with our hook. That's 1, 2, okay, we're doing 3. I kind of messed up a little, but it still worked. And 4. Okay, so now I need to do a slip stitch. Okay, so now we have a heart here. I could just leave it like that if I wanted to. Actually, you know something? I could just leave it like that. That's sort of cool like that too. I had another way that I was doing. Yeah, popcorn. Well, you can't literally eat it. I suppose you could try. I kind of like it just like that now too. And so this is how I work out my patterns. It's just by trial and error. And so when I work mine like this, then I know they work. When they work for me, and it's something I'm going to be able to use, I know they work. So these people who talk about pattern testers are, there's something about them that's fishy. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go on ahead and show you the other way, what I did that was kind of fun. I thought it was kind of fun anyway. So what I did was what did I do? I don't even remember. I think what I worked was a double crochet on the back side here, kind of to pull it in a little bit like that. I don't even remember what I did. That's sad. This is sad here. Maybe not. Maybe I made a happy little mistake here. I'm thinking I did. Because I kind of like this now. What I had going on was sort of a, oh, I know what I didn't do. What I did was, okay, I didn't slip stitch, but now I did that instead, and I actually like that. Okay, this is how I left it, was like this. Okay, but I like the other way better now. Hate it when that happens. Not really, but okay. Now I'm going to work, I'll show this other way, but I think I like my other way better because we've got the hearts look a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to just work a double crochet. I can do double crochet or half double crochet like that. So what this gives me, it still gives me a heart. Do you see that? It still gives me a heart like that. And so it looks kind of like a popcorn heart. It's not as big and poofy heart as the other one was. but we still have a heart. Now what I did was I took and did I do a chain 1 or chain 2? I don't remember now. Okay, I think I did a chain 1. Now I single crochet in there. So they're kind of like, they're leaning. They're leaning kind of sideways like this. That's how I made it like that. Leaning sideways, and then I did like, I think it was a chain 1. Maybe I did a chain 2. And then I worked the same thing. 4 triple crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then slip stitch like that. And so they are supposed to be overlapping like that. And then I worked another triple crochet. That's 1, 2, and 3. I need to do 4. I'm messing up the first triple crochet, it looks like, but it's still working out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now do you see how it kind of overlaps that first stitch, and it's leaning sideways a little bit. Let's see how this works. I want to do this one more time because I really liked how that looked. I really liked it a lot. But I kind of like the overlapping one though too, because of the fact that I was getting a puffy heart is what I was going after, was the puffy heart. And so, so what I was trying to do too was figure out, I had another stitch that I did that crossed over and does some things on the back. Well, this just describes how you make the popcorn to begin with anyway. But I was making a popcorn heart is what I'm doing here. Okay, so we've got our second popcorn heart here. I actually like both of what I just did. I like both of them. Okay, so I think, I'm trying to think if I went through this one or this one. Did I think maybe I went through this one like that. Because it'll work, they both will work that way. And they lean a little bit. And then I need to slip stitch into the center here like that. I like both of them. Even like this, it looks kind of like it looks like a heart and it looks like a flower. Looks like both. I like them both. Okay, so I need to, I am doing a chain 1 on this side. So, okay, so I'm going to do 4 triple. 1, 1, 2. Okay, so what if you were to make hearts all around the edges? Well, actually, that's what I'm going to do. So I would end up with 12 hearts, because I have 12 points here, and so that's what I was going to do, is make 12 hearts. I'm just going to go ahead and make them like this. And I have the little clip of myself where I made the other one too, so they're both gonna work. Actually, I found out 2 different ways that it's gonna work. And so, okay, so I'm gonna work 4 more triple crochet here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now I'm going to flip around and I'm going to work a double crochet. Now the reason I'm doing the double crochet is because I don't want to pull it too tight. So I'm just going down here into the chain. I think I did a chain 1. Chain 1, chain 2, they both are going to work. Okay, and so now I've got the third one on here like that. And so this is what we see in the image that I made. And so that's my plan, is to go all the way around the whole thing. And it would be a really pretty edging too. What I started out with this is wanting to make a square. I still could, because if I have 12 hearts, I still can turn it into a square. So I wanted to make it into a granny square is what I wanted to do. But but this is something I always did though before. I knew, well, I can make it into a circle block, and then I can make it into a block that is a square. And so I decided I'm going to call them blocks, because the definition of block is not something that's a square all the time. And so, like, cities have to, well, when they do their city planning, they have to include circles within their blocks as a measurement. So it's a measurement of distance. And so I thought, yeah, that works. And so I am using block instead of the word motif from now on. Okay, so you're going to go to bed. All right, well, thanks for stopping by, and we will see you another time, hopefully. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. See what time yeah, it is 11:30, isn't it? I'm going to flip it around, and I'm going to go underneath here and work a double crochet just like that. And so we've got, this is more than I did in my picture. I like that. And they kind of overlap each other. Bye. Okay, so I'm going to do a chain 1, and then we're going to work single crochet and slip stitch, or no, yeah, slip stitch is what I did. Slip stitch, okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so I'm going to chain 1, slip stitch, and chain 1, and yeah, I guess I'm chaining 1 now. I'm going to work, it's easier with a chain 1 to do the triple crochet if I have a chain 1 there, even though I hadn't consistently been doing it, but it just shows that it still works out. That's how I do my crochet sometimes. See, it still works out. Makes it a little bit taller too, tiny bit taller. stitch. Now I'm going to work a double crochet right over here, just like that. Okay, now we have, let's see how this works. We've got 5 of them. Oh, I like that a lot. Let's take a close-up look here. This is what we have right here. See how this one stands up taller because we haven't slanted it yet? So I haven't attached it over here. So it's just standing up taller. That's what's going on there with that one. Okay, so I am going to work single crochet right here and then slip stitch over into the center loop there. And so I put the center loop there because when I tried it out the first time, it was spread out too much and I wanted more of a point at the bottom of the heart than what I was getting just by putting it through the chain. I think I was using a chain 4 and it didn't work out as well as I wanted. It worked, but you know, it might be a look that someone else wants to use possibly. But yeah, I think I could call this one the puff heart. Actually, I've used that before in the past, the puff heart. I have made a puffy heart before. Okay, so now I'm going to work a chain 1 and I am going to work 4 double crochet. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I'm going to work a slip stitch. Now I didn't chain 1 with that one. I could have. I'm going to chain 1 with that one. And now I'm going to work 4 triple crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right here like that. Okay. Now we flip it around and we are going to work under this chain 1 right there. And I'm going to be working a double crochet here on the back side. Okay, now if it doesn't pop out quite right, just use your hook to pop the heart on out like that. So there's what it looks like, and we're making a puffy heart, kind of like a popcorn, puffy heart popcorn stitch. That's what I'm calling it, the puffy heart popcorn stitch. You can call it something else if you want to. We've got 6 of them done here. They look like a bunch of flowers. They would make a beautiful edging too, I think, on a, you know, if you make baby blankets or something like that, or a hat. Oh, a hat. Oh my gosh. It makes me wish I had a place to live so I could keep making hats. I loved making hats. This would be a perfect edging on a hat. Okay, I think I did a single crochet, and now I'm going to slip stitch in here, chain 1, and work 4 double crochet. That's 1, 2, 3. Oh! Popped right off the hook. 3 and 4. Okay. Slip stitch and work 4 more double crochet. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now we are going to turn. I don't need a triple crochet, just a double. And now I am going to work it below the chain 1, work a double crochet. I like that. Okay, oh no, I'm going to get a yarn barf here. That's never fun to get a big old yarn barf. All I wanted to do was just, this is a very time consuming round here. So you can see with this particular stitch, it is very time consuming. Okay, I'm going to work a chain 1 and then a single crochet in the previous chain 2, slip stitch in through the center, chain 1, and work 4 triple crochet. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to get there. We're going to get there, 4. Okay, there's number 4. Now we shall slip stitch and then chain 1 and work our first double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. See, I got my yarn barf coming up here. Yarn barf decided to crawl into the picture here. Okay, now we are going to do double crochet. Ooh, nice. Okay, single crochet like that, and slip stitch into the center stitch, chain. Now we're going to work 4 triple crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Slip stitch, chain 1, one, 2, 3, and 4. Now work double crochet, okay, now I'm going to work single crochet, and so I'm working the single crochet in this chain 2 just before our little bump here, slip stitch into our center stitch, chain 1, and then work 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Slip stitch, chain 1, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, we're going to get there. 4. Turn. Now I will work double crochet just like that, turn, single crochet, slip stitch into our center bump here, chain 4, triple crochet, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Slip stitch in the next, oops, I'm not fond of that right there. We jumped off, we lost one of our loops. Okay, slip stitch, chain, 4 triple crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, now we will work a double crochet, double crochet, and oh, we're at our last one. Nice. Okay, slip stitch, chain. How exciting. We're at our last one. Let me count just to make sure I didn't miss one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, that's right. And I think tomorrow I'm going to save this, and I'm going to turn it into a square tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do. Or actually, is it? Yeah, tomorrow. We're a few minutes from tomorrow. About 15, 16 minutes from tomorrow. Which sounds so ridiculous, but when it turns the stroke of midnight, it will be tomorrow and no longer today. But we will have a new today because yesterday no longer exists in 16 minutes. Okay, so I am going to work 4 more triple crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually wish AI would clip more than one video. I think it would be kind of nice if AI did clip, you know, two, 3 shorts throughout a video. That would be kind of fun, I think. I don't know if YouTube will do that or not. But I think it would be kind of fun if AI saw something that looked relevant to more than one clip. Hey, I'm there. You know, then I can trickle the clips out. Not put them out all at the same day or at the same time, but just kind of I don't know. Okay, so now work my double crochet like this. Okay, And now back around the beginning, and I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go down here, just work a slip stitch like that, and another one, and voila, we have got our, looks like flowers. I like this one. Yeah, I'm glad I went ahead and did the puffy heart, because it is. Do you see the puffy heart? Easy. It's easy to see here, the puffy heart right there. We've got 12 puffy hearts. And so, well, yeah, I've kind of got a start of, okay, so if I was going to turn it into a square, I've actually sort of kind of got a, it's, I mean, it is a circle, but yet I can kind of shape it into a square almost too, a little bit. So, yeah, I think I'll do a video tomorrow and we'll turn it into a square. I've done a circle to square before, and if there was, I don't think there's anybody on YouTube anymore who used to watch me on my other channel. But I did have a circle to square, and I thought it was kind of fun to, you know, because everyone always used that, what was that saying, that you can't fit a square into a circle, or you can't fit a circle into a square peg, or what was the saying? Something like that. You can't fit a square into a circle. And that always got me thinking. It's like, yes, you can. You don't know anything about geometrical shapes and the geometrical gymnastics that crochet people do in putting squares inside of circles and circles inside of squares. And we're going to do this tomorrow. We're going to do this, and we're going to turn this circle into a square. And it is going to work. I've done it before, and so have other people. So it's nothing new, but we're just going to do it again. And so there we have it, our hearts, our puffy hearts. And so thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.